So I started Spectrum Golf during the pandemic because I was worried something would happen to my mom and I wouldn't be able to take care of myself. So I asked her if I could start my own business and she said no. So I had to ask for 6 months straight. How I help kids with golf. I have my own nonprofit called Carter Spectrum Golf where I give free golf lessons and mentoring to youth and free lessons for veterans. So I just released my book called Swing Beyond the Spectrum, and it's about the story of my life and the challenges and obstacles I had to get through and overcome.
Podcast Twins, here we are back in the Twin Cave. Vince, how you doing today?
Man, everything is great. I'm actually super duper excited today. But before we get into that, of course, I have to ask you guys to do us one big favor. Just reach down there and click that little subscribe button and make sure that you share this information with all your friends. We're on every platform you got. Please just look us up under Podcast Twins. And we're even getting our website active, thepodcasttwins.com. So make sure you log into that to keep up with what we got going on. But today, I'm going to let my twin do an amazing introduction.
I'm going to do my best. So, and by the way, we want to thank our sponsor, Miles Franklin, before we even get into it. So Thank you, Miles Franklin. If you need to buy gold or silver, call them. And we have Dr. Thelma Teeny and Carter from Carter Spectrum Golf. He needs no introduction. He's wildly famous in the golf world. It is golf tournament season.
It is.
And, we wanted, these are longtime friends of the On Par podcast, so since that's how we met,
right,
that's, automatically friends of the Podcast Twins. And, thank you guys for coming back.
Thank you.
Are coming to Podcast Twins for the first time.
For the first time, right.
So,
but that's awesome. Now, I'm glad you guys came. I had the privilege of meeting and facing against this young fella last year at our golf tournament, and he was one of our pros we had to beat out there, and I'm like, man, I just can't get smacked down by this kid out here. Fortunately, he hit one a little bit outside of mine, so I got a little get back that day.
You got extra raffle tickets.
Yeah, but that's okay. It didn't matter. I'm sure 9 out of 10 he'll smash me. So. Anyway.
Well, so, Carter, why don't you start by telling us the story of why you started Spectrum Golf? Because I love that story. So give us the rundown on, why you did it and how it's going now.
So I started Spectrum Golf during the pandemic because I was worried something would happen to my mom and I wouldn't be able to take care of myself. So I asked her if I could start my own business and she said no.
Okay.
So I had to...
Honesty is good, all right.
So I had to ask for 6 months straight until she finally said yes. And then she said, okay, if you did start your own business, what would it be about? And then I spent another month thinking of business ideas, and then I came up with golf clothes because I just started playing golf, and me and my mom were spending lots of money on clothes that weren't comfortable, and I wanted to start my own golf clothing business because I just love playing golf, and I want to have comfortable clothes and be comfortable while playing golf.
I love it. And you're giving back, of course. You're a nonprofit. You are helping kids basically better their lives through the game of golf.
Yes.
And what are some ways that you guys do that?
And how I help kids with golf, I have my own nonprofit called Carter Spectrum Golf where I give free golf lessons and mentoring to youth and free lessons for veterans. And
it's beautiful.
Our program just introduces them to golf, a new way to just help them relax and help with team building, just teaching them life lessons.
No, and I mean my former co-host on Par podcast, Sean Kicker, was instrumental in teaching me how important that was when he was with the first tee of Broward. Mm-hmm. And we partner with them through Nick's camp. We can partner with you guys as well. And I think that the collaboration in these nonprofits is just something special. Like Vince said, you met him at his charity tournament 2 years ago.
Yeah. And now he needs to give golf lessons to some of my Kappa buddies so they can hit the ball.
And maybe some of your twin brothers. Maybe one of your twin brothers could use some lessons. So, Well, no, it's phenomenal. So you told him no at first,
I
Doc.
did.
Like, give us your why, and how did he finally wear you down, and convince you this was a good idea? Because you seem like you're a very strong-willed woman and a mom, and you got only the one kid, right? So.
He's the youngest.
Oh, he's the youngest.
He's the
I'm
youngest
sorry.
of 3.
I'm sorry. Okay, so
It
you
appears
had
that way.
you had two chances to learn as much as you could, and now you got Carter
She
to
had
learn
mama
even
skills
more.
already.
Yeah.
So what made you say no at first, and how did he wear you down?
Okay. So my older kids tease me that I was their mom and now I'm his grandma.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
So
I
if you
get
know
it.
what that means.
Well, Vince is the super baby of his
I'm the
family.
super baby of my family, so trust me. There's 15 years between me and my next sibling.
Same.
And it's 5 of them.
Yes.
So from there up, So yeah, the numbers get crazy.
All right,
I
so
understand.
you're their mom and his grandma. Okay, I
Right.
understand, but go ahead, elaborate.
So just his fear of the future, which was one of my fears for his future as well. Having a child we're always unsure what their future would be and want to help them as much as we can in developing that future. And more so specifically for Carter, making sure everything is together for him. So when he came and asked, I said, you don't need a job, right? Your job is school. Go to school, do this. You're only a kid. You don't need to worry about anything.
And he was 9 or 10 at the time?
Yeah, he was 9 or 10.
9 or 10. All right. All right.
Wow.
But then him saying, well, yeah, but what if you're not here? Who's going to take care of me? How am I going to live? And I said, Carter, we have a will. There's a trust.
Right.
This person's executor of the trust, and
right.
explaining that to him.
To a 9-year-old.
To
I
a
love
9-year-old,
it.
right?
I love it.
So he's looking at me. He said, okay, so I'll be okay for money, but what's my job going
Right,
to be?
right.
I want a job.
Mm.
And I said, okay. And I said, well, you can get a job. He said, well, who's going to hire me? I don't want to work at, and he's naming all these places.
Right.
McDonald's or paper route's a thing of the past,
that's a
but
thing of
yeah,
the past.
mowing lawns is still a thing.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay, that would
yeah,
be cool.
mowing lawns.
And then he's like, I see bosses. I don't want a mean boss. I don't want, right? So how can I do this thing myself? So finally, after 6 months, I said, okay, he's not going to stop asking because that's just Carter. So get me a business plan and let's see what happens.
You said that thinking he'd just
Go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And
Well,
for 30 days,
yeah.
he was quiet.
Yeah, he was plotting.
He
He was not going the way he was plotting because he knew in order to come back to mom's, he had to come back right.
Yeah.
He had one shot at this thing. And so I'm sure he went to the lab, broke it down real fast, found out how to do that business plan, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He was doing research, right?
Yeah.
That's
my
pretty
dude.
cool.
And then he showed me all the kids. This kid has a business. Look at this kid's lemonade. They're selling this. They're doing that. And I said, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was your fear of it at first, though? Because I know mamas, and mamas want to, especially the baby boy. She was trying to protect that baby boy.
Yeah, fear from the world,
Yeah.
right? So Carter just continues to amaze me. He's seen me speak publicly, and he just has no fear. He's seen me on stage and gotten up and walked on stage to complete a story, tell his part of the story.
Love it.
So he's never been shy. And since he started this journey, me knowing how cruel the world can be, I said, some people are not going to always say nice things, and we have to prepare you for that. And you sure you want to do this? And his exact words were, people are mean to me anyway.
Boom.
I mean, that's a fair way to get over your fear, right? I mean, look, people are gonna be mean.
Yeah.
You gotta just shrug it off and do your thing, and
Do it anyway.
have the effect on what you can affect positively, and that's it.
Haters will hate. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And so that's a good thing. I mean, the fact that he learned that so early in life is a huge testament to his exposures early. So obviously he's watched you maneuver, talking on stage, doing lectures or whatever the case may be. It's like, oh, why should I be afraid? You're not. And so we don't realize how much they actually are watching what we do and how the things we do affect them. And so, yeah, he pulled that strength right from you. You didn't even know you was giving it to him. You thought you was protecting him, but you was giving them a lot of strength. So that's a beautiful
Well, I mean,
thing.
you also, whether it was intentional or unintentional, you taught him the power of determination and stick-to-itiveness, if I may
Yeah.
use a fake word.
Yeah, it's okay.
And you know,
Rely on one a day.
it took him 7 months, but he got to what his goal was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then that's so. Were you guys already into golf at that point?
We're the podcast twins. I'm Drew. That's Vince. Gold and silver aren't just history; they're security. That's why we partner with Miles Franklin.
And if you just call 952-929-7006 or email them at info@milesfranklin.com, tell them that the podcast twins sent you. You'll get preferred pricing and you'll get very well taken care of by them.
Real talk, real value. Miles Franklin.
He had just started playing golf, and I loved how he tied that into what his passion at the time. Again, finding what now is similar to dry fit, he realized that was the type of material he liked, and turning that into his clothing line, comfortable.
Love it.
clothing line, yeah.
Nothing worse than playing bad golf and being uncomfortable. So if you're gonna play bad golf, you might as well be comfortable and look good doing it. That's the way. That's my philosophy.
I don't know, man. These charity tournaments are so much fun. So let's talk about Spectrum Golf's charity tournament.
Absolutely.
And I've played in it a couple years in a row now. We've done some work with you guys on the business side and on the nonprofit side, which we're thankful for. We love having you guys as clients. What's going to be bigger, badder, and better this year? I mean, I know you guys are great at getting sponsors, and we're going to try and help you as much as we can get a whole bunch more
Look at
golfers.
this kid. How you gonna tell him no? I mean,
And,
really?
and no, I mean that's the whole point. We'll have the link to register and sponsor in the comments. But give us, I mean, it was a great tournament. I had a blast. You know, we worked with you the first year with Dawn. We worked with you last year. You know, we're gonna do some cool stuff for you again this year.
Yeah.
But what's makes your tournament special? Why do people? I mean, I know it's at Coral Springs Country Club, which is awesome. You guys have a great relationship there.
It's already special. Coral Springs, that's my spot.
It's a
Love
great
it.
place. It's a great place. So go ahead. What sets you guys apart in your tournament?
So, for my charity tournament, I just want a fun environment where everyone can just hang out with their friends and just have as much fun as possible while playing golf.
Love it. Love it. And are you going to be the Beat the Pro again? Or are you going to play in it this year? Or what?
Hopefully I'll be able to play in it this year, but
Okay.
if I'm not, I'll just...
You'll be the
Yeah.
beat the Carter.
Right.
All right. All right.
Your autism simulation.
And what we do at our tournament is that we set up the putting green for our Autism Putting Challenge, and we have the sensory overload goggles, and when you put them on, it mimics what having a sensory overload is like for an autistic person, and then you try to putt, and it's pretty fun.
I think it's almost impossible to not have sensory overload with all the bombardment of information we have. So, you know, being on the spectrum on top of that, I would try the goggles on and try. I mean, I can putt usually, but I don't know about goggles putting.
Yeah, I mean that's incredible. I mean, I have a nephew that's also on the spectrum, and so I call them superpowers at some point because yeah, they may be a deficit to the rest of the world in certain areas, but at 9 years old, this kid could tell me every NFL stadium, what city it's in, how many seats it could hold,
Okay.
and most of the players. And I was like, well, as soon as Florida could get betting, I want you to tell me all this stuff. You know?
It's like your very own AI system.
But I mean, literally, you would throw it out there, and he boom, whatever stadium, whoever, and the head coaches. He was 9 years old.
Okay.
So there's. Yeah, I always say God is not cruel. You know, whatever He takes away, He gives you a little something extra on the other side. You know, Stevie Wonder being blind, you know, one of the greatest musicians in the world.
Yeah.
I could see the keys and I couldn't play the piano that good. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing thing. So, but anyway, man, I'm glad to hear it, man. I can't wait to try those goggles on, and so I can get made fun of by my nephew. Let him make fun of me. You know?
Your tournament's a ways off. It's a few months away, which is good. It's in March, I believe. You told me.
It's April.
April, excuse me.
okay.
April
April 25th.
April 25th, Coral Springs Country Club. We doing a morning or an afternoon shotgun?
Afternoon.
Afternoon. So we're teeing off around 1 o'clock?
Yes.
Eat a little lunch, tee off, eat a little dinner, the raffles, the prizes.
His book signing again.
Book signing. Yes, we did. We helped you guys with the book launch last year. That was exciting to do at the golf tournament and after the golf tournament.
Yeah.
Very
Got a
cool.
book, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a book.
I got a signed one in my car,
Tell
baby.
them about your book.
Yeah, so I just released my book called Swinging Beyond the Spectrum, and it's about the story of my life and the challenges and obstacles I had to get through and overcome.
Yeah? All right, I like that. That, again, you got a kid at 13, 14, 15 that's got a book, wanted to start a business. He didn't want to go work. He already told you, I'm not a laborer. I'm a boss. All right? He's an
I like that.
entrepreneur. This is what I'm
Yes.
saying. This is on a whole different schedule, man, and I love it. I love it. And the fact that you got a book out there, you got your autograph down, Pat?
Yeah.
I got
He write in
a
cursive?
signed one in the.
He writes in cursive. I got 20-year-olds that can't write in cursive. Okay? Stop it. So that's already a beautiful thing.
And he can send a professional email and a professional text, which we got a lot of 20 and almost 30-year-olds that don't do that. So
Yeah, so we don't stop making fun of them.
yeah,
Anyway,
maybe a
but
little.
that's good, buddy. I love it. I mean, I need to get me an autograph copy though. Okay.
And
We
then
have some in the truck.
There we go.
you'll have one before we leave.
Oh, you
Then
already
all right,
know.
perfect.
Love
So no, I'm looking forward to the tournament. It's always a great time.
Yes.
We just need a few more golfers this year than last year, but the sponsorships are coming in already, and we need more of those too, right?
Yes, so K-12 has been our title sponsor. This will be the 3rd year now, so thank you so much, K-12. Carter's able to do what he does because of the support he has from K-12 and the CEO there, James. They're just amazing. They not only support Carter, they support all of their kids. Again, there's an entrepreneur class, there's culinary classes, whatever you can imagine your child's ambitions to be.
It sounds like it's better than real school.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, but we talk about that, right? We always talk about the traditional public school education versus what they should be learning. And these are real life skills that you're talking about how to get out here and not just be another cog in the wheel, but to actually come out here and make a difference. You know, I know some 20-something-year-olds who can't cook. I'm not talking to anybody in particular, but I'm just saying I know some people who can't feed themselves.
But there's still hope for those people because I didn't start cooking until I was 20, and I'm really good at it now.
Okay, well,
So
again,
I was a
there
20-year-old
you
that
go.
couldn't cook
But,
one time.
You know,
many years
listen,
ago.
When I first went to college, I was not what you call a cook, but I knew how to cut Spam and fry it up and do some eggs. So Mama knew I was not going to starve.
Now, cut Spam.
Yeah,
he
I had to
says.
cut some Spam back then, man. You know, spaceship meat, man.
That's astronaut food for the fake astronauts, right?
Yeah, right. You know, the ones that they didn't eat when they got to the moon that didn't happen. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. But yes, so that's good that you got a culinary program that's in these things. We always talk about the kids' lack of exposure, and even with the game of golf, I didn't touch a golf club till I was 31 years old.
36 right here.
Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't exposed to the game. I was, playing the traditional sports. So that's even good that they have these kind of avenues. What about kids that? How many kids do you guys have kids coming out or that play in it as well, or is it just?
Yes, children are welcome to play.
Yeah.
He has another great program. What's Paula's program?
Oh, Paula.
Paula Tucker.
Yeah, that's my girl right there. What's the name of her? We know it. We'll get
Yes.
it. Yeah. Paula's program. We know
Yes,
Paula.
Paula's amazing. Hi, Paula. So she comes and she helps when she's in town, when she's not out playing professionally still.
Yeah, still.
And we go to her program as much as we can, and she invites her kids. So the kids that play are golfers that play. This year, hopefully, some of Carter's kids that he's teaching through his program will be able to come out and play. And before we forget,
Okay.
I want to have Carter specifically talk about how you two planted a seed in him
Oh,
that has been watered by someone else and now is growing. So,
Us too?
yeah.
Oh, sweet. We did another good thing. We should pat ourselves on. What did we do?
well, I'm going to push back
we
so
did
I can hear that.
we did something right, Vince. Let's hear
Wow,
about it
that's
now.
a
Let's go.
surprise. Let's go, buddy.
Please tell us.
You two are part of the reason why I'm starting my new podcast.
That's what's up.
I love it.
We got to be first. We got to be your first guest.
I was going to say, we got to be
gotta
on that
be.
show. We got to be on
My
that show.
man. Good, man.
So tell them, and
Yeah,
no
give it-
pun
well,
intended,
no, tell
the
us.
Water. See, I did like how I did that. I didn't even realize. The
So
water
so
on the
who
seed.
watered the seed?
Yeah.
You? He watered it himself?
Who watered the
Sounds
seed?
like the hydrogen water.
It was you.
It was you.
It was
Who
me.
watered the seed?
You.
Mom watered the
Miss
seed.
Jenny?
Yeah, and Miss Jenny.
And
Okay,
Miss
so tell
Jen-
them
all
about
right.
Miss Jenny.
Tell me the story about Miss Jenny.
Mom wants to give Jenny the assist here at least.
Jenny has her own podcast called Talking on Water.
Okay.
And a couple days ago, or maybe last week, we went to meet her in Orlando.
No,
And
we were in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, in Fort Lauderdale. And she had me on an interview on a boat, and we left the dock, and it was a
Okay.
really good view, and we did that interview, and that kind of inspired me to want to make me start my own
I
podcast.
love it. I love it.
What episode did you see with us that made you want to start it? See?
Around like the first episode you guys had me on, I was
Yeah.
All
thinking
right.
about it, but it wasn't really until recently that I'm starting to act on it.
Awesome.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You know, the hardest part is just like with your other business, getting it started.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's, you know, well, and you shared that with me at breakfast the other day because
Yes.
you're also starting a podcast, right?
Yes. So, again, I tell people all the time, seeds are planted, and any harvest, we've been talking about that, right? Nothing is instant. So, when you encourage people,
Mm-hmm.
just know that, again, it could be a seed and it may take a while. Jacqueline, who has been telling me for the past 5 years that I should share my story and share other people's stories and have a podcast. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be on camera. I want to be behind the camera. So now that Carter has seen me do things and said, okay, I want to do it too. But now that Carter is doing that, I said, okay,
All right.
maybe it's time for me to do
I like
too.
it.
Well, I tell you what, you just kicked the door off the hinges, so let's hear your story.
Yeah, for real.
Let's hear your story, because, I mean, you know, you've been dancing around it, so now let's get
Carter's smiling.
Yeah.
He's heard this story 100
Let's
times. He
hear your
wants us to
story.
hear it.
So yes, as a healer, and my company reaching its 10-year anniversary, Healing Arts Institute.
Congratulations. 10
Yeah.
years, a
He-
big
Heal-
milestone.
Healing Arts Institute?
Yes.
Healing Arts Institute. Okay.
Yes.
Keep going. I love it.
So, again, clients have told me in session, right, they're working through traumas and working through the things that they're working through. And when they have an epiphany or an aha moment and are able to see themselves through the storm that they once never thought they would get through, I would say 9 out of 10 say, you need to share this, right? I want to share this with people. You need to do this. You need to do an Instagram post. You need to do a Facebook post. You need to do anything. And I love that because it shows how people in their healing journeys are becoming less and less afraid of sharing what they've gone through to help someone else. Right? So it's all about empowering yourself and then having that ability to empower other people. And we have some clients who have been on like my YouTube channel and things like that who really were adamant about, no, right, you don't need fancy equipment, right? Pick up your phone, record it now. So mine will be about how individuals have healed and share their stories to help others navigate that healing process.
Okay. Okay.
So you got your crystal on over there already?
Yeah,
You know,
my
we
crystal.
got some healing going on in here. See, I'm paying attention. No, that's a beautiful
Yes.
thing. So that's amazing. But again, so that goes further to show this young man how you can have your entire journey set for yourself, but yet when he needed you to step up and move into a different realm, although you was protecting him at first, but now you have the programming and the platform to help him to get into it. Now he's running on his own, 15 years old. That's absolutely wonderful.
If the stories are compelling and engaging, people will listen. If you ask good questions to your guests, people will listen. So when you're going through that process, I would say, just at a very surface level, 60,000 foot view, those would be the two things for both of your podcasts that I would focus on, unless I'm missing something.
No, look, we just have fun. That's what we do. We get on here, we have fun, and our guests come in here nervous and they leave out like, man, it's over already. It's fun because we do enough hard stuff out here in the regular world. I didn't want to come over here and do anything hard. Your situation is a little bit different because you're coming from a healing perspective. So you're taking serious subject matters and helping make it more palatable to the people out here so they can digest
Same thing, fun and light. And how can you laugh at yourself in that situation that you thought you could never see yourself through?
I love it. I have a thing where I say, as far as physical fitness is concerned, when people they're depressed, I'm like, well, do you know that it's physically impossible to be depressed while you're exercising? It's physically impossible. So exercise more, be happier, and move more. What most people do when they say they're in a depressed mode is they go further, deep into the couch, deep into the room. But you get them outside, get some sunlight on their face, and make them move. They're miraculously happier.
You mean binge watching 2 screens at the same time is not good for your health? Is that what you're trying to allude to?
They won't even do that. They'll just go deeper into the darkness and into the abyss.
Yeah, we would be remiss, as we are in a health genre all the time with our carnivore and everything else. Is it okay if I share how great you guys look and how you continue to keep looking better and better? I mean, you guys, we had breakfast the other day and you shared with me that you guys had lost a bunch of weight. Carter's looking fitter than ever.
Carter lost 40 pounds?
Yeah.
Carter, you lost 40 pounds and you lost, can we say it?
You can say it.
100 freaking pounds. I mean, that's a lot of, that's like a whole human being.
Yeah.
My sister is 4'11" and she only weighs like 94 pounds. Yeah. So if I look at that, I'm like, damn, she lost an entire my sister.
Yeah.
You lost an entire my sister. I mean,
that's awesome. But good nutrition.
Yeah.
Good nutrition.
And moving your body, right? Moving your body and eating no junk food is. I mean, you didn't do straight carnivore like Vince and I. Maybe it was carnivore keto or whatever. But the underlying principle is you're not eating stuff out of a box or a bag and drinking soda and eating seed oils, which is something that's very near and dear to our heart. I mean, we went on Sebastian Rusk's podcast to talk to him about how we started this podcast and tell our story because he has the podcasts suck unless you have one. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to that one yet, but we went on his podcast and it became him asking us questions about carnivore life because we told him our results and he was blown away. So our podcast was supposed to be like 15 minutes and it was 45
minutes.
And 35 minutes of the 45 was him grilling us on like, well, what do you guys? And he started it that Monday or the next week or whatever.
We were trying to wrap up the show because we're looking at our clock. We see it. Bro.
Yeah, we're trying to wrap up his. We're trying to wrap up his show.
He's like, but wait a minute. So if I just do this, so 45 minutes later, but like you said, that was middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday. By Friday, Saturday, he was on us, blasting text, and then he was like, I'm starting Monday.
We had a little Indian princess gathering last night with all the dads and the daughters for our camping trip coming up in a week or so, and I had 2 guys independently come over to me and be like, yo, can I talk to you about what you're doing on your diet?
Yeah.
I sent them the carnivore episode
Absolutely.
and I said, watch this one. It's our most watched episode. We're steering into the health skid just because this one did so well.
Absolutely.
And, like the other ones where we've had like laser therapy cessation, mental health, helping people with autism who are on the spectrum. Like, those are the ones that our viewers want to hear and listen to.
Well, I have a question based off of that. It's been as though we have these amazing results. What have you noticed in Carter cognitively since the diet change and the weight loss? Or has there been a cognitive
and same question for
difference?
Carter too. But yeah, let's let Thelma answer.
I
and
got
let's
part two
hear.
to that question.
All right,
That's
go
why
ahead.
I want her
Go
to
ahead.
answer.
Go ahead.
That is a hard question because Carter is a hard one nut to crack, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Because the energy's there, right?
Right.
So the energy, I would say the clarity probably with schoolwork is the best thing. Now, not to tell about your book, Carter, because we want you to buy the book.
All right.
Got about a book.
Yeah, you can tease it a little, but that's okay.
He shares his story with mental health, his mental health struggles. And there was a time where he was put on medication because it was needed at that time. And I believe now that he is eating better, he has not needed the medication. So we weaned him off of the medication.
That's huge.
That's where I was going.
yeah.
So keep going down that
That's
path.
huge.
And when we found out he was diabetic, because that's what sparked our life change. When we found out he was diabetic, his primary care physician said, okay, need to put him on this medication, XYZ. And I said no, because I know once you go on that type of medication, you're stuck on it for life, and then it's going to cause other problems.
Other problems.
So I said, give us 3 months to work on this ourselves.
Yeah.
So she said, okay, I'll give you 3 months. So every 3 months we go back to check his levels. After a year, his numbers were normal. So the diabetes was gone, and we still go back to make sure, because now, again, with him, it's like, well, I don't have it anymore, so I can eat the bread. I can have a cookie. And it's like, no, in moderation. So he went from a C, B student to an A student.
Awesome.
And again, K-12 assists with that because he's not in school right now. He's able to be here with you all and do his work later at his own pace.
That is awesome.
They have amazing tutors, so his mind is better. He's functioning better. Again, just if you guys follow his social media, people are sending me pictures of him. Like when you met him, because he was, again, 40 pounds heavier, and he was a foot shorter.
A foot shorter. Now he's taller than me. We're not standing up in here right now, but he's taller than me now. And slim, looking great. Yes. And I did ask that question, and you, just the answers, even though it wasn't a cookie cutter answer, it hit what I was looking for. I knew they were going to try to put him on some medication, and the weight loss was going to help that. But then you doubled it down by saying what it did academically, because it's when your brain is filled with these sugars, it's just impossible to focus. Now, as far as children on the spectrum, especially boys on the spectrum, this is an even stronger, I don't want to call it a diagnosis, but that story is worse for boys. The more sugar they take, the harder it is for them to, because we're already naturally hyper. We got this testosterone running in our crazy bodies. And so, but when they did that, it was a movie that they actually removed off of Netflix now. I just went looking for it, called The Magic Pill. And they did a lot of those studies, but then they said they were, what was the words they used?
Debunked?
No. They said that they were giving medical advice without listen.
So they were paid to take it down.
There we go. So, but my point is that
she said it for me, Vince. It's like she read my mind.
But that's exactly what
I'm going to say it for you.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful, and it was right on time. But that was amazing, and they really did. They had 2 kids that was particularly in that movie that were on the spectrum that did amazing.
Yeah, and we've had great people. So at the PGA show, there's a great young golfer. Oh, I hope he's watching. I'll put this on our social media so he'll tag himself And he has a little, I want to say a capuchin monkey, but he has one of those little teeny monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
And he has it, and he's in a wheelchair. He's on the spectrum like Carter. And 3 years ago, he shared with Carter, stop eating processed food. He has a colostomy bag because of the damage. And he shared with Carter, when I was your age and up into my 20s, I would only eat chicken nuggets. And this is what only eating processed chicken nuggets did for me. You remember he shared his story with you? And even then, seeing someone else's struggle, I said, okay, we'll do better. So we did a little bit better, right? We did a little bit better.
Baby steps.
Yes, but for someone to see, and again, him sharing, because we didn't know that, right? He didn't have to share that with us. But him seeing Carter and wanting Carter to do better and asking Carter what was his favorite food. And of course, Carter said pizza. And at that time, he loved those dinosaur, oh my gosh,
The dinosaur
the
chicken
dinosaur nuggets were his go-to thing. And after that, we stopped the dinosaur nuggets, but we didn't stop the pizza. We didn't stop all of the other unhealthy things. So there really is power when you share your story for those people who don't have to, again, get hit by a car to know they don't want to get hit by a car.
They say that a smart person learns from his or her mistakes and a wise person learns from someone else's. My dad used to say that, still does say that all the time. So kudos to you at 15 for being able to, or 13 or whatever it was, being able to learn from somebody else's mistakes. Because I think it took me till like last week to learn from other people's mistakes.
I still think I can run through a brick wall sometimes. But
no.
So Carter, how did those changes make you feel?
They made me feel happier, and I could run around and play with my friends more. I could ride my bike more. I could run faster and run for longer without just being out of breath. And sometimes I can just run for fun and just exercise and not absolutely hate it.
That is what I'm talking about.
And all
what
we
did
had
you do
to
for your swing, though?
I was hitting it a lot farther.
There you go.
It was a lot
You didn't have
stronger.
to swing around this thing. You could come right under it.
There you
You
go.
know. That is amazing. That's really good. And I'm glad that you are sharing that story on our podcast. So when you get your podcast, you already covered it. Now you can do it bigger.
So Carter is my second guest ever to eat his way out of diabetes.
Isn't it funny?
That's impressive because
Yeah.
it's very rare. Usually it's take the pill forever, like you said, like Dr. Teeny said, and it's it. Like you're on metformin forever, or whatever the other drugs are, you know, that they gotta take.
I love doctors that can fix broken bones and joints. The others that like that pad, we're not very good.
What about doctors that can fix brains?
Well, that's a whole different ballgame.
Because the brain's an important
See,
muscle.
That's called mental manipulation. So you can work that around. And I actually I wish I had access to someone like her when I was younger playing sports. You know, because it was the focus issue. Like I tell people, like in using the game of baseball, when you're on, something just happens. That ball looks like a beach ball. I don't care what they're throwing, but other times it looks like they're throwing a golf ball at you. But as you begin to realize, it's a focus thing.
Yeah.
It's a focus issue. It's a brain focus issue. You're not just hot or cold. It's something that's distracting you from really focusing on what it is that you should be doing. And so I believe in it. My daughter was a tennis player, and that's what she says even now. Is like, wow, Dad, I really wish I had gotten that mental coaching when I was 14 years old and the height of that.
You don't even need Dr. Teeny for that. You could just listen to Podcast Twins.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why
all you got to do is listen to Podcast Twins. We'll tell you not to eat chemicals on every show, we promise.
Absolutely. At least once.
At least once.
But to hear it from the man's mouth himself, that's amazing. And think about what she said. This kid was 13 years old and he lost 40 plus pounds. How many 13, 14-year-olds in your community that you know need to lose that kind of weight? That just show you the world that we're in. We're in the processed food world.
Yeah.
But now we're going to shift it back to the 100+ pound weight loss.
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel?
That's impressive. That's a lot.
I don't think I believe it at times, and this is probably this is a feature for you guys because I've never said this to anybody ever. I was a size 20,
Okay.
and then none of my clothes fit, so I went into like yoga pants world,
Oh, yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
yoga pants
Yeah,
and
yeah.
t-shirts, and then I went to the store and I'm looking for pants, and I'm trying on pants, and none of the pants fit. And then the girl comes out and she's like, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, I said, "I'm looking for some pants, but I can't find anything that fits me." She said, "Oh, well, here, take these." And she handed me these pants, and they're size 3. And I said, "What am I supposed to do with these pants?" I'm
What
looking
part
at
of my
her.
body is a size 3? You know?
So she's like, "This is your size, try them on." I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I go in the dressing room. Mind you, I'm like trying on 10s and 8s, and I'm like,
Right.
what is going on? So I put the 3 on. I'm like, I'm a 3?
Wow.
What is going on?
Yeah.
But I called everybody in my phone. Everybody
Yeah.
from the fitting room. I'm taking pictures of the pants. I'm like, see,
Yeah.
look at this. And that's when I realized how much weight I had lost. Before then, I still saw me as me. I hadn't realized it, and I'm still trying to lose 20 pounds.
Okay.
So I'm not where I want to be, and I continue to do the work, and now I'm on your level, right? I'm trying to build muscle,
Right.
because I know that's what I need to
You gotta do
sustain.
it.
And then to get it right, you have to stay active.
Right.
So we're active every day. We're playing tennis. I'm playing golf with Carter. We're hula hooping. We're doing yoga. I'm learning how to do a handstand.
Okay.
So yeah, I accomplished my handstand this morning by myself.
Are we gonna see handstands for donations at
Right,
a golf
right,
tournament? Because
right.
I would
We can do that.
I would donate easily $20 to see a handstand on
the
a golf
ninth hole,
course.
you can pay
Yes.
buy tickets for a handstand.
I just made up a new game
There-
for
there it
Spectrum
is.
Golf right
That
now.
is,
Yeah.
that's awesome. But
So the
that,
Dr. T
energy,
does
right?
handstands.
energy.
The energy.
That is when we eat real food, and you've probably heard me say this on here. If it has a parent, I'll eat it. You know, if it's a walking animal, a swimming animal, we're gonna eat it because that's that protein flesh that we need to get it together. That's my philosophy.
Humans
No,
have parents
that's-
though, Vince.
Hey, there's a joke in there for a later podcast.
All right, never mind. I wasn't even here that day.
So that's our philosophy too. So we eat chicken, fish, steak, protein,
Yeah.
eggs. We try to eat our weight in protein a day. And
Awesome.
we've incorporated,
Y'all been
so
listening to me?
As
They been
long
listening
as
to
you
me.
eat meat, you can do that.
You can definitely
You
do
can
it.
definitely. My
Yeah.
daughter ate her weight in protein in one meal when I made ribeyes 2 nights ago, and she weighs 75 pounds
Yeah.
and she ate at least 80 grams of protein out of that steak. That thing was
Okay.
it was
Awesome.
like a monster steak.
we started a farm. We bought a farm.
I was gonna save that for the next visit, but
You know-
okay, fine. I was gonna tell the audience we're going to the farm,
No,
but now
they-
you just
they
stole
got-
my
they
thunder.
got
I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
I got the individual tear rolling down the cheek right now.
Oh, it's
that's
better.
awesome.
They're bartering
But
and
that's-
with their neighbors up at the farm. Like, it's a cool
beautiful.
deal, man.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So we have incorporated, we were carnivore, and now we've incorporated, right? Not stuff that is just water, like lettuce,
Okay.
right? Real
Spinach,
vegetables.
Brussels sprouts, that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
So
Okay. Keto carnivore. We're moving into a little keto carnivore area, which is great. I
You make your own
particularly-
sweet potato chips yet? Because I had to replace bagged chips with sweet potato chips in the oven, and they're fire.
Yeah.
yes, and I also make what is it? What is the red thing I like to eat? Beets.
Yeah.
Beet
Okay.
chips.
Beet chips.
Okay.
Okay. That might be the only way I'll eat them.
That sounds
but
like
you
an
know.
oven. Sounds like an oven with some
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oven with
Sounds like
some
the only way
salt.
I'll eat them. But yeah, listen, that is a beautiful thing, and I'm just glad to get your individual feelings about how that transformation helped you. Now I got one more question to you, Doc. How did it help you professionally?
I would say the clarity and just being an inspiration to others. It's one thing to tell somebody to do it and you're not doing it, so they kind of look at you kind of cross-eyed. So there's that part, and being able to incorporate that into a holistic lifestyle.
Right.
So now with Healing Arts Institute, we have schools that are going to come over to the farm, and we are hoping we will become a field trip. And I'm selling to all the schools, you're taking all these kids to Disney for their end of year school trip. Why aren't you taking them somewhere where it's healthier, they can have fun? So we have
And learn.
I'm latching on to one of those trips. I'm bringing my kids for sure. I'm in.
Oh yes.
Count me in.
We have an event coming up. I'll have you guys out. It's
Sold.
going to be in November.
Done. I'm in.
And so yeah, we're working with schools. Of course, the private schools have more flexibility, so
Right.
we already have kids. And
I got a school for you. I actually just got a new client that's like K-12, but on a very small scale.
We're
They're based
busting
in
them out.
Sunrise,
Yes.
so I'll hook
Yes.
you up with Oslin.
And then Carter's Spectrum Farm. So Carter's doing everything. So he's exposing his golf kids to his lifestyle change. Before, with his practice, we would have snack time, and they would get bag chips and candies and cookies. And now they've seen that transition, because during snack time, we only have fruits.
Okay.
So
That's it.
and they see
Yeah.
and they
Piece of ribeye and an apple.
Well, I
I
was,
love it.
and I'm sure you probably feel more clout when you give advice, because people will look at you and know that you had the discipline and the determination to reach that goal and stay. Because it's hard to be disciplined, right, Carter? Like, you're out at breakfast, you want to order steak, eggs, and a stack of pancakes, right? Because you're 15 and you're eating everything in sight, like we all did when we were 15.
Monster.
So, it's tough to be disciplined, and that you do command a different level of respect when people see that you can do something that they think they can't do.
yeah, and we had to get chickens and stuff, because Carter will eat 12 eggs in one sitting.
God
My
bless him.
man.
There you go.
Oh man,
There you go.
the most complete food in the world is an egg.
Yeah.
So that it has everything you need right there. All the
Vince is
proteins
a
and
high on
fats.
eggs, big time.
Big time on eggs. Big
Big-
time on
very
eggs. So
high.
I absolutely love it.
He has to make you an omelet. So he's in the kitchen now.
Do
He's
not
chopping up
threaten me
peppers.
with a good time.
And I'll tell you one thing that worked for me, guys.
Waiting on
Carter,
my
Carter,
omelet,
this is maybe specifically for you, but one thing that worked for me is I got really mad that I was scammed on marketing my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince knows, because I'll wax poetic about it all the time, is, I got mad that I was being fed chemicals and inordinate amounts of sugar, which is an addictive drug.
Yeah.
I got mad that I was scammed about beer. Don't ever drink beer. It's not for men.
Nah.
Not for men at all. It raises your estrogen and gives you a fat gut. Like, why would we ever drink beer? So I think my contrarian ways help me. And you're a little bit against the grain, right? You're an entrepreneur. You're an outside the box guy. So I can share with you that I just got mad about being scammed on marketing my whole life, and that helps me. Every time I look at a box or a bag with junk food in it, I'm like, they've been scamming me my whole life.
And you do that when he sees the commercial. He's like, "That's a lie."
Yeah, it's all
Lie.
smoke and mirrors, man.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So
We got a rule here. If it has more than one ingredient, it's not a whole food. You don't go and turn over a steak and it gives you 25 ingredients.
just says
It's just
steak.
That's it. Eggs, just eggs.
What's the rule if you can't pronounce
If you
it?
can't pronounce it, don't put it in your
Amen.
mouth.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Don't do it. It's no good for you.
All right. Well,
So-
we turned this golf podcast into a
Well, it wasn't
into
golf
a podcast.
I wanted
twins.
to know about
I know.
Carter.
I like it.
And
I
that's,
like it.
We're deep. First of all, I was mad. I walked in here. He's taller than me. Okay.
Nah.
The last time I saw this kid, he was like under here. Now he's up
He
here.
might be able to outdrive you now.
But
too.
listen, man, we're not doing that on camera. I
Vince
can tell
hits
you
the
that.
ball a long way, Carter. So you got some work to do
Yeah.
unless you're hitting it
Well,
285.
we were like 125 in, and I was like, he hit that. I was like, boy, I got to get inside this kid. This is, you kidding me? And fortunately, he was like, yeah, that was my worst shot of the day. I was like, thank God. Yeah,
Well,
so-
listen, podcast twins people, check out spectrumgolf.com. We'll have the link to go ahead and register for the golf tournament. You gotta help the-
CarterSpectrumGolf.com.
Oh, sorry, CarterSpectrumGolf.com.
Yes.
And then register for the golf
I heard
tournament.
her mention a YouTube channel, so she might as
Well,
put
yeah,
her
we're gonna
YouTube
do that
channel
now.
out
Yeah,
there, too.
YouTube channel it up. Come on, tell us.
I
Where do we
think-
find you on YouTube?
I think his YouTube is Carter Spectrum Golf as well, or
Okay.
either it's his name, Carter Bonas,
Yep.
and mine is Dr. Thelma Tinney.
Dr. Dalmatini. All right.
Make sure you
Tenny.
hit subscribe on both of those right after you hit subscribe to the podcast.
Amen.
Man. So this is what we're here to do. Share this kind of information, motivate everybody to do something different with their life. I mean, this kid became an entrepreneur in his mind at 9 years old. He didn't ask his mom, could he go and get a job? He was like, I want to do something for myself. Keep that in mind. We always talk about exposure, and I think we did that here today,
It's
Drew.
a beautiful thing. So thank you guys so much.
Thank
It's
you.
always a pleasure.
you.
We look forward to being guests on your podcast when
Yes.
you're ready for us. What are the names of your podcasts? Do you have the name already picked out?
We do.
Go ahead. What is it, Carter?
If you're ready.
Can't say it right.
All right, we'll have to have
Like a
them
true
back.
entrepreneur.
We'll have to have
Like,
them back. All right,
it's not ready
That's
to be
it.
launched.
Audience, consider yourself teased by the master Carter Bonas, and we'll catch you next week. Podcast Twins out.
Podcast twins, we are done.